Katie Taylor, how are you feeling? You are finishing your career in Croke Park.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Oh, it's amazing. This has been a long time coming. I think I had a dream maybe 4 years ago of fighting at Croke Park, and it wasn't a possibility back then. And a few months ago, even it wasn't a possibility. But here we are today. I got the phone call from Brian, my manager, a few days ago, saying all the contracts are signed. It's a done deal, and I couldn't believe it. End of my career in Croke Park, our most iconic venue. I have a chance to become a 3-time undisputed champion. This is a huge moment, and I'm just so grateful.
For me, seeing you in the XL Arena in London 2012, winning gold, seated beside your family just by pure coincidence, was really, really magical. For you, I know it's so hard to put it into words, what was your favourite highlight of your career?
Yeah, it's probably hard to say. I mean, thinking back on some of my favourites over the last few weeks, actually, and the Olympics is probably is obviously one of the all-time favourites. The first round of fight is also a big moment in my career. The first time two females have headlined the Madison Square Garden. It was an amazing moment for the sport. But looking back on all my career, it's been absolutely remarkable. But it's amazing to think that this night on September the 5th can be my most iconic moment in my career. And never would have believed, this is beyond my wildest dreams, to have a chance to fight here.
And I know it's personal. I don't mean to mention a lady's age. You will have turned a big age. You'll be the big 4-0, and you'll be fighting someone a little bit younger than you. But you always had guts, determination, right back to the time when you were young, and bringing back to that time you had to sometimes pretend to be a boy to be able to fight.
Yeah, it's been an amazing journey, an amazing start, and a crazy start, really having to pretend to be a boy. I'm so grateful that these young girls come up now don't have to go through what I went through. That's probably the most satisfying part about this whole journey. But you are right, I am going to be 40 in a few months.
I'm sorry.
And so it's been a long career, it's been a very hard career, it's been a tough journey. But I've achieved my dreams of becoming an Olympic champion, and these last few years as a professional boxer, I don't think I even had the capacity to dream these things. So I really am living beyond my dreams at this stage, and this is just remarkable.
The hype is real. The hype is real around this fight, and you're sitting basically in front of a poster with a full Croke Park, and it will fill 82,000, perhaps more pitch side as well, or I should say ringside. It really will be something special. What message do you have for, I suppose, the Irish that are going to come, and prices vary from €38 right up to ringside to 1,500, plus you can get a family ticket for 125, which will be 2 adults, 2 kids. What message do you have to your fans that have been following you over the last 2 decades?
Well, I've been saying over the last few hours I want to put on a performance worthy of everyone's support, and those people who dig deep into their pockets, spend their hard-earned money to travel around the world to watch me fight. I'm overwhelmed by that. I can't believe that people would do that to support me, and to seeing all the tricolours around the whole world, in the UK, Madison Square Garden, Dallas. It's been unbelievable, and I just want to thank them for the support, thank them for the respect that they've given women's boxing over the years. And I'm going to be walking to the ring one final time, and I want to end my career with a career-defining win, and the best performance of my career, and just to thank everyone who supported me for their amazing support over these last few years.
How will you block out the noise? How will you block out the noise of 82,000 people?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Or even the noise today.
Yeah, I know. There's obviously so much excitement and so much buzz around the place, but I do have a fight to prepare for, and I have a fight to win, and I have to stay locked in. I have to stay focused on the actual fight, because this is a real challenge. This is not going to be an easy fight, and I have to be at my very, very best to win this fight. So I'm just going to be locked in and focused as ever, but at the same time I cannot wait to hear all the Oles ring around the stadium.
And there will be Oles. When it's all over, when you do retire, I understand that you do like McChicken nuggets. Will you treat yourself to some nuggets, or how will you switch off? I know that you're also close to Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. I think after some of my most amazing wins, how I celebrated at McDonald's after the fight with a chicken nugget meal. That was after the Olympic Games, after a gold medal win, and after the last fight, we were sitting in the hotel room with my team, having McDonald's. So those are some great memories as well. So hopefully it'll be the same this time round.
Well, I just want to thank you for chatting to Newstalk, and I want to wish you the very, very best in this massive, massive fight. I mean, there hasn't been a fight like this since Muhammad Ali. Can you compare yourself to Muhammad Ali? Well, I've just done that.
Well, I don't think anybody can be compared to Muhammad Ali. He defied the whole sport, really. He's bigger than boxing, but to follow in his footsteps is absolutely amazing. The last person to fight here is the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, and I have a chance to follow in his footsteps and fill out a 82,000 seat arena. And it's going to be a special night, a night that people will be talking about for years to come, I hope.
Katie Taylor, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.